Realfiction consider themselves market leaders within mixed reality for the business-to-business market. Since inception, over 10,000 displays have been sold, and we're here to find out how it works. Could you tell us about mixed reality?
So mixed reality is a technology that allows you to seamlessly mix or blend digital information and animations into reality, or in our case also over real products or objects, and hence revolutionizing the way that you can communicate and visualize things.
Could you talk a bit about the technology behind this? How advanced is it really?
Well, we have been one of the front runners in this technology field. So we've gone from quite simple technology where we actually just projected images onto seamlessly invisible materials and thereby reaching a sort of holographic looking effect, till a state today where we have patents pending on quite sophisticated technology. We're using very advanced optics today. So the principle of these optics is taken from space industry, where you bend light in order for us to create really huge holograms covering more than several square kilometers of reality into this mixed reality.
So isn't it very hard to create content for these displays?
Technically it's not hard at all, because content in our case is video. So it's simply video films playing in a loop typically. But in terms of the philosophy, making things float and seem to have no gravity, well, that takes a bit of changing in your mentality as a content creator. So I think it's more about the way you create animations and what looks really nice than it's more technologically difficult, because it's not.
Currently you're developing a new product, the Deep Frame. What's different from the first product, Dreamoc?
So in Dreamoc we sort of encapsulate the effect inside these displays, closed displays, looking very much like a mantra. So in these mantras in the current technology, we can exhibit products and objects in correlation with information, digital information. But in Deep Frame, we change that balance. So we release the effect from the box, so to speak. In Deep Frame, you look through what looks like a window, but is really an object. So through this window, you see reality in combination with huge animations. So instead of looking into a closed box and seeing smaller animations looking like holograms, you will now look out into reality and see this reality mixed with huge animations. That's a big difference.
So then how can it be used?
So Deep Frame can therefore be used to create virtual representations of things that are not really there into reality as a setting. One good example is car industry. So the car industry can now showcase every model in their lineup on the same spot, using the same space that would normally require one model only. So by looking through a window, you could see a full-scale digital car looking as though it's there. You can freely configure it, choose a different model, change the painting, configure it like you will, seeing it in front of you in right size and scale.
What can you say about the competition? Isn't this field filled with huge competitors like LG and Samsung?
Yes, you could say so. But most of those big companies, also Microsoft HoloLens and an American Magic Leap, focusing on mixed reality, are focusing on consumer applications or consumer products, or I should say one-person experiences. So wearable technology is very much the focus of mixed reality currently. What we're doing is different. So we're doing solutions that everyone can see. We're doing solutions that you can pass by in a public space and then suddenly you see an experience or a vision that you didn't expect to see. So that type of experience creates attention, and that's basically what we do.
But you said that in the future you're also aiming for the consumer market. So what's the product there?
Well, we can amplify an image from a normal LCD screen. And we all today carry around LCD screens by the way of mobile phones or tablets. So our product here is an extension of that device, creating a holographic looking experience from people's own mobile devices. Let me give you an example. So doing a Skype call with a friend or a family member of yours might change from just seeing that small image of the person on the screen into seeing a holographic representation of that person in front of you. So wouldn't that be cool?
Going back to the business-to-business area, what's your business model here?
The current business model is basically selling these display hardwares through an international network of value-adding resellers. But though the price point is not a big barrier, because a standard display from us is relatively in price to a professional digital signage screen in maybe about 55-inch size. So it's not really the price issue, but the issue might be that the bigger clients who want a large number of devices might only want to use them for, let's say, campaigns at a time in 3 to 4 months. And they don't necessarily want to own the products. They might prefer to rent or lease them for shorter periods of time. And that's actually a potential that we should free together with our network of partners.
You mentioned purchase as one barrier. What other barriers do you see and how are you facing them?
So some end clients still see content as being a bit complicated, time-consuming, costly. So as part of the planned emission, we are aiming to launch a software solution that allows for much faster and much more flexible content creation to be made on the fly. Based on today's gaming engines being very powerful, we can, from a library made up with predefined effects and clips and templates, make it easy and available for people to create content that would normally take weeks in a day.
Since the start, you've sold roughly 10,000 displays. Who have been your customers here?
So mainly the large international brands. So any manufacturer of a product who wish to differentiate themselves positively from the competitors. And our proven use cases show that our technology does not only create a positive engagement and marketing response, but it also has a very positive effect on actual sales. And this is documented not only in sweets and cereals, but also in the likes of expensive cognacs and luxury watches.
How many shares do you own in Realfiction?
Together with my co-founder and partner Peter Simonsen, we own roughly a third of the company.
What did you do previous to this?
Well, again, my co-founder Peter and I know each other and come from the same background in film and TV industry. So our passion and our previous work has been to create visual stories and thereby impacting people by emotions.
Concluding, what do you think our viewers should invest in Realfiction?
Well, they should invest in Realfiction if they, like us, really believe that mixed reality is part of the future landscape of communication and visualization, not only in marketing and branding, but certainly also in product design and urban landscaping. So the segments are broadening up, and I see a very exciting future ahead of us.